And this is a 12-month contract. I'm only coming till I've put on a bit of muscle, learnt to look after myself.
Oh, you might want a 3-year contract.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin, I'm a geek. You are watching Kevin the Geek, and welcome to a new series of Not Going Out. We have got 9 episodes in this series, and then we have 2 Christmas episodes to follow immediately afterwards. Of course, there is already a Christmas episode that you may not have seen if you're watching this on YouTube, because I finished Series 6 last week and there was a Christmas episode in between the 2 series. It is recorded, it is out currently on Patreon, it will be coming out to YouTube in December. So if you want to see it early, head on over there. And it was a very, very, very good Christmas episode as well. So I can't wait for you all to see it. But for now, we're starting Series 7. This one is Episode 1 called Mugging.
We are not going out.
Wah, 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 wah. Oh god, I have a bad feeling about this, considering the title of this episode. Aha, yes. Lovely. Ah. Fortunately, I have a friend who was mugged many years ago. Ugh. Mm-hmm. He's the only one who said anything. He wishes. Yeah. Dude. Nice. Means well. It's the thought that counts. Oh. 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 I mean, she did see off Wonder Woman. Oh. Oh my God. Nice. Oh my god. Not very sly. Oh! Nice. Great way to subvert expectations there. Very good. No, just the sleeves. What the fuck? Nice, nice, very good. Dude, you radiate bollocks. He's not. Oh, dude. Ugh. Quite like some, but I haven't been in ages. I really want to get back into it. It's surprisingly a very good cardio. Ooh. Oh, I think she does. Oof. Oh. Oh. Eesh. Might need a few more sessions there, Lee. Eesh. Sure. The what? Yep. Nice. I don't know who. Dude. Pretty good. Can you now? Oh, bloody hell, Lee. Bum, bum, bum. This is going to go so badly wrong, I just know it. Oh. 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 Mm. Oh, God. You can never trust a criminal, can you? Yeah, good luck with that. Oh. Yeah, great comeback, Lee. Oh, shit. Oh! Sorry, what? Oh! Never mess with grandma. Oh my God, that was brilliant. Oh! 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 Bang! Oh! Well, Oh! Nice. Again, don't mess with Grandma. Oh. Well. Yeah. Really? Oh. Oh. Oh god, that was good. That was a pretty good episode. Not gonna lie. I mean, there's some difficulties with that. Because I mean, like I said, I luckily, you know, thank God, I've never been mugged myself. I know of one friend who has been mugged. Another friend who was kind of sort of involved in that mugging, but luckily not was the mugged person. Not that he was a muggy. Don't get me wrong with that. But no, he didn't actually get mugged. But on then a completely separate occasion, he did actually get mugged. It's a horrible situation. It is difficult for the police. You know, admittedly, they will be able to find it difficult in some cases. Sometimes they might get a bit lucky, but with those kind of situations, you are going to be lucky if you do manage to catch a culprit, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, more often than not, from what I've seen, it's more likely to be people who are sort of known to be either frequenting the area or whatever. And sometimes they're lucky, but the majority of the time, obviously, there's no evidence to it. I mean, if there's no CCTV, if there's no witnesses other than the victims, there's no DNA and other kinds of evidential things. Even if you were to, in theory, be able to find the person, it can be very difficult to get to that point of a potential conviction, But of course, it does have very lasting consequences for a lot of those people. Like you see in this episode, you could either have those physical injuries, depending on what happened. You might be lucky enough that you escape without injuries, but you can very, very sadly end up in a situation where, from more a mental point of view, you struggle. And some people, it can be, a lasting period of time. It could be, a couple of days. It could be a couple of weeks, months, years. Every person is going to be different. And obviously every type of mugging is going to be different as well. I mean, the few instances I know, you had some where there was no injuries at all. You had some where there was a bit more of a aggravated situation. I mean, the worst one, I think, was my friend who he literally went to go and withdraw some money from a cash machine on a night out, and he basically pretty much took all of his money that he'd been paid for that week. So it was maybe 100, 200 quid or whatever it was. He got the money out of the cash machine, was walking back to the pub that we're in, and some girl kind of just was sort of passing and said, "Oh, have you got the time?" And I think he didn't have a watch, but I think he got his phone out, basically. I went to look at it and go, yeah, time is blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, there was 5 or 6 guys that was on him. And, my friend there, he's a pretty capable guy. He sort of grew up, I wouldn't say he was like a fighter, but like he could handle himself, where necessary. But at the end of the day, it's one of those situations where you don't know what's happening. You don't know. They may have weapons, but you don't know. You don't know in that situation. You don't want to test it. You don't want to try it. And when it's 5 against 1, I don't care how capable you are of handling yourself, unless you're like a fully trained martial artist and you've had loads of experience of dealing with gangs. You're up against it, basically. But he was lucky enough that, when I say lucky enough, they hit him, and he sort of fell to the floor, and then they were kind of kicking him and whatnot, and they were going through his pockets. The lucky aspect of it is, he sort of fell on his back and on his arse, and he put the money in his back pocket. So they were trying to do it. Was almost like a smash and grab kind of thing, and so they were like, quickly, let's get whatever we can and bugger off before potentially anybody sees us and whatnot. So they didn't manage to get his money. I think they basically literally got his phone and some fags. And at that time as well, he didn't have like a very good phone. I think he just had a little cheap whatever phone it was. So, in the grand scheme of things, he was quite lucky. Not everybody is. You hear these horror stories of, real proper armed robberies and armed muggings, with knives and baseball bats and all this kind of stuff. So you should never make light of the subject. Obviously, within the context of the show, it's. I can imagine some people who may watch the show, may like it, may not like this particular episode. That it may bring back bad memories for them, possibly. But overall, if you try and take that aspect of it away and just focus on the episode, it was a pretty good episode. I liked the sort of questions that it brought on Lee, as I think it probably would bring on a lot of questions about other people, especially if you're kind of going, oh, it's not your fault, there's nothing more you could have done. In theory, I think in some people's minds, they will take that as almost like a slant on their masculinity, and they will want to go out and try and do something to prove themselves that they are manly and they can handle themselves. But like I said, I don't care how well you handle yourselves. If it's a couple of people against you, you're gonna be up against it, no matter how well you can handle yourself. So, yeah. It was a very, very good episode. I liked the comedy within it. Again, trying to take away the, that side of things. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a very solid episode. And then, of course, we're going to move on to another episode. No, it won't be next week. It will be the week after. So, of course, if you're unfamiliar, I always do my Super Geek Week where I do the guaranteed Patreon request. That is always the last full week of each month. So from Monday to Sunday next week, it is literally going to be my Super Geek Week. So it will be not next Saturday, the following Saturday, which I think then goes into October. October the 4th is going to be the next episode of Series 7 of Not Going Out, which is an episode called Christening. Let's see what we get with that episode when the time comes. Don't forget, you can see the Series 6 Christmas special right now over on Patreon. And of course, when it comes to December, we will get those episodes out to you nice and early, as much as I can, because we'll be getting very close. I think we'll probably be finishing Series 7 pretty much right at the end of November. So I don't think there'll actually be that long before we do it. I think I've got the first of the Series 7 Christmas specials scheduled for the 11th of December. And then the next one, which will be the the first one's 2014 Christmas special, and then the 2015 Christmas special, I've actually got scheduled for Christmas Eve, unless anything changes there. So, thank you very much for watching. As always, please subscribe, turn on notifications, drop me comments below, and of course, join the Patreon if you want to get early access, exclusive content, or guaranteed reactions. But until next time, my name's Kevin. I'm a geek. You've been watching Kevin the Geek. Goodbye.